Welcome to another episode of Badminton Unlimited, your weekly must-watch badminton show. Coming up, we hear from some of the legends of the game who are in attendance at the Total BWF World Championships 2019.
I played against my country fellow Sven Pri, that was the biggest moment for me.
Plus, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting talks in depth about his rivalry with roommate Jonathan Christie.
Lawan teman sendiri nggak akan mudah juga, soalnya kan memang kami berdua tahu kelemahan kita di mana, kelemahan musuh di mana, kelebihannya juga gimana.
And we look ahead to the next stop on the HSBC BWF World Tour, the Yonex Chinese Taipei Open 2019. 25th of August 2019 marked the conclusion of the 25th edition of the World Championships. Before play got underway on finals day, the Badminton World Federation celebrated the occasion by hosting a special reception for 12 medalists from the inaugural 1977 tournament. Among the attendees were men's singles champion Fleming Delphs, women's singles silver medalist Gillian Gilkes and her mixed doubles partner Derek Talbot, as well as women's doubles champions Etsuko Tuganu and Emiko Ueno. All 12 VIPs received a token of appreciation from BWF President Paul-Eric Koye for their contribution to the sport and were thrilled to be recognized for their achievements in badminton.
Well, I think it celebrates our history of the game, and I think we mustn't forget those players that contributed and did big things for the sport of badminton in the early years before the game became open a lot more and people were out there earning big prize money.
So to get everyone together like this has been absolutely phenomenal. There's no other places that have managed to gather together original competitors from that far back.
42年も前なんですが、第1回世界選手権のことがたくさん鮮やかに思い出されます。
The medalists then all settled in the VIP lounge to watch the action on finals day. When asked about how the sport has changed, the former champions all responded positively to the growth of the sport.
He has developed greatly. I mean, the speed nowadays is fantastic, and I don't know if we could manage the first round now, but the speed is amazing.
I think BWF has done so many great things to enhance the sport, to enhance the players, to enhance our whole IOC involvement, and to make sure that we're not left behind.
もう今のバドミントンはもう宇宙的な発展でとっても素晴らしくて、見る者もやる人ももうワクワクさせてくださって感動します。
4 months into the Olympics qualification, and the race to Tokyo is slowly heating up. Given the enormous number of points that were up for grabs at the Total BWF World Championships 2019, let's take a look at the standings as of 27th of August. Men's singles leading trio Cho Tin-chin, Jonathan Christie and Kento Momota each won 2 titles inside the qualification period. Anders Antonson's runner-up effort in Basel sees him jumping from 9th to 5th spot, while Kantapon Wakcharoen's bronze medal achievement moves him 2 positions up to 8th. Chin Yufei's 2 titles and 3 semi-finals results since May have secured her the top spot in women's singles. Japan's Nozomi Okuhara is a distant second. Competition is more intense lower down the ranking, with less than 500 points separating Michelle Lee and newly crowned world champion Kusala V. Sindhu, as well as between Ratchanok Intanon and world number 1 Akane Yamaguchi. Muhammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan are on top of the men's doubles standings. The Indonesians' victory at the World Championships, coupled with their runners-up finishes in Indonesia and Japan, have put them in the driving seat. Marcus Finaldi Gideon and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamuljo dropped 2 places due largely to their unexpected second-round exit in Basel, while Lee Junhui and Liu Yuchen maintained their lead over Takeshi Kamura and Keigo Sonoda. As a result of the Chinese pair's semi-final finish, the Japanese fell in the quarter-finals. Despite their final loss in Basel, Yuki Fukushima and Sayaka Hirota's victories in Sydney and Jakarta have them ahead of all others in women's doubles. World champions Mayu Matsumoto and Wakana Nagahara replaced their compatriots at number 2. In another ranking swap, Du Yue and Lee In-kui's bronze medals effort sees them leapfrog Korea's Kim So-young and Kong Hee-young. Wang Yiyu and Huang Dongping sit atop the mixed doubles standings as a result of their three-title run in Australia, Japan and Thailand. Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong's triumph in Basel propels them 4 spots up to second. World Championships bronze medalists Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino move up 4 places as well to third.
Every athlete's dream is to go to the Olympics. If I can get a medal, it would mean a lot to me.
Earlier this June, Badminton Unlimited spoke to Michelle Lee about her Tokyo Olympics aspiration and began to track her road to qualification. The Canadian made significant progress in the past 3 months, breaking into the world's top 10 for the first time and defeating a world number 1. Here's part 2 of Michelle Lee's Road to Tokyo exclusive feature.
After the Sudirman Cup, there was a week break, so I went to Taiwan for a week before the Australia Open. I was happy to reach the quarterfinals at the Australian Open and get 3,850 points. I was really happy with my performance there because I was able to beat players that I haven't beaten before in the first and second round. So I think performance-wise, I thought I played pretty well. In the last match, I actually started off quite well against Chen Yufei, and the matches before took a bit out of me, and that I know that I have to work on, my fitness, but I think overall my performance was really good. So at the Canada Open, I made the quarterfinals and I gained 3,030 points. And I lost to An Se-young from Korea. I think for me that tournament was a little tough because I wasn't very used to the conditions of the stadium, and so I hesitated a lot in my shots. So at the US Open, I made it to the semifinals and I gained 4,900 points. I didn't play as well as I hoped to in the semifinals, and my opponent was much more prepared than I was on that day. And but I did have some good matches in the quarterfinals against Kim Hyo-min. I thought I fought pretty hard and I played well. At the Indonesia Open, it was a Super 1000, so I made it to the second round, so I was able to get 4,800 points. It's not an easy stadium to play in, and the energy is so high, so I tried to be as positive and as motivated and determined as I could, and I'm really happy I was able to win the first match against Song Ji-hyun, but I think I did have a lot of trouble sleeping during that week, and I think the jet lag played a role, but at the same time my opponent was much more consistent than me in the second round. I think I performed really well in the beginning, and I think she took a while to kind of get used to my shots, and I've been doing a lot of, I guess, practicing on the quality of my shot, and I think I was able to put a lot of pressure on her, and I think she wasn't expecting that, so I think that forced a lot of enforced errors in her game, and I kind of just made sure that I worked for each rally. The bird was a little slow today, so she was very good at hitting the back, and every time I tried to attack, she just kept hitting it back, so I think the strategy I was using in the first game was wrong, I think. But in the second game, I think I changed it up a little bit, and I was starting to get my feeling again, and I put up a good fight in the second game, but I'm really confident moving forward.
With this breakthrough into her career's first Super 750 semi-final, Lee accumulated some massive 7,700 points. She gained another 5,500 points by claiming a record third Pan Am Games gold medal in Peru. The Canadian then jetted off to Switzerland for the biggest tournament of the year, the Total BWF World Championships 2019.
I had a lot of trouble keeping the shuttle to the back. There's a little bit of a draft. Towards the end, I think it was just nerves. I'll work harder and then I'll come back stronger, and just keep focusing on myself and keep focusing on just doing better each time.
After a month's break, the HSBC BWF World Tour is back in full swing, starting with the Yonex Chinese Taipei Open 2019. Here's a quick preview of what to expect. The Super 300 Yonex Chinese Taipei Open 2019 commences on the 3rd of September at the Taipei Arena, with a total purse of US $500,000 up for grabs. In men's doubles, the retirement of last year's champion Chen Hongling means that only one half of the winning tandem will be back. Wang Qilin has joined forces with Li Yang. The formidable pair already have 3 titles under their belt since they started their partnership at the start of the year. Wang and Li are seeded second behind Indonesia's Fajar Alfian and Muhammad Rian Ardianto, who are looking to build on their recent World Championships bronze medal performance. Chinese Taipei has 2 other seeded pairs in 5th and 7th, increasing the chances of victory for the hosts. Over in men's singles, home favourite Cho Tien-chen leads the charge. A sudden surge in form saw the world number 2 winning his biggest title, the Super 1000 Blibli Indonesia Open 2019. 2 weeks later, Cho put on another inspiring display to win in Thailand. The top seed, though, will be expecting some stiff competition. A semi-final encounter is on the cards against defending champion and 4th seed Li Zhijia. And in the bottom half of the draw, Ng Ka Long, who pushed Cho to 3 games in Bangkok, is seeded second. The finals will be played on the 8th of September, so make sure to catch the action live on your mobile devices or on television.
Incredibly quick player is Ginting.
While Anthony Ginting was controlling and dictating.
Oh, fabulous. He's on a real roll at the moment, is Ginting.
Swift, calm, lethal. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting is one of the leading lights in elite men's singles. Indonesia is counting on him, along with fellow young gun Jonathan Christie, to bring back the glory years in men's singles. And the world number 9 relishes every moment of this challenge.
Because I love badminton, so I enjoy when I play badminton. So the pressure is, I don't feel the pressure.
Badminton Unlimited sat down with a 22-year-old who revealed what makes him tick on the badminton court.
Pasti dari stylenya dia sih, dari cara bermainnya dia, dari yang pasti juga dari prestasinya dia juga yang menginspirasi saya buat saya pengen jadi seperti dia. Cuman yang pasti saya pengen lebih dari dia juga dan juga ya kebetulan memang dia kami istilahnya satu klub yang sama, jadi ya kalau juara pasti berarti buat segalanya sih. Apalagi kalau juara pasti saya mau mempersembahinnya itu buat pertama keluarga saya juga, terus yang dimana keluarga yang selalu dukung saya dari nol, dari pertama saya mulai badminton sampai sekarang juga. Dan gitu juga yang pastinya tim tunggal putra Indonesia yang nggak ada istilahnya sosok seorang senior lah. Jadi kita benar-benar, saya dan pelatih Jonathan dan teman-teman semua yang benar-benar kita berjuang sama-sama, kita latihan sama-sama, keras sama-sama. Jadi ini ada hasil, jadi nggak ada yang nggak mungkin juga meskipun kita nggak punya istilahnya nggak ada sosok senior di dalam pelatnas, di dalam national team, tapi kita bisa buat meraih itu semua gitu. Lawan teman sendiri nggak akan mudah juga, soalnya kan memang kami berdua tahu kelemahan kita di mana, kelemahan musuh di mana, kelebihannya juga gimana. Memang kita kemana-mana selalu berdua gitu, jadi di asrama juga kita sekamar berdua, kayak pergi pertandingan juga sekamar berdua, jadi ya lebih perang di mental aja sih. Saya main di tuan rumah saya sendiri di Indonesia, dan saat itu juga saya istilahnya bisa memberikan semua yang saya punya, meskipun ya mungkin itu bukan rezeki saya dan juga tim Indonesia, tapi yang paling berkesan lagi gimana saya bisa istilahnya bisa bangkit dan berjuang kembali di babak individu dari beregu setelah dapat kram, terus lanjut lagi ke individu dan saya bisa memberikan yang terbaik lagi meskipun harus kalah di semifinal.
Time for a quick break here on Badminton Unlimited, but when we come back, Ginting shows his funny side.
I like all of type of music.
Do you like to sing?
No.
And And we're in Katowice, Poland, host city of the yonex BWF World Senior Championships 2019.
Okay. Indonesian food. My mom's cook.
Your mom's food.
Yeah. Black.
Why?
Because I feel like a man in black. Mission Impossible.
Okay,
I play PUBG, you know. I like all of type of music.
Do you like to sing?
No. Beach, Bali. Lionel Messi. Iron Man.
Why?
Cool. Eating.
Indonesian food.
Yes.
Your mom.
Yeah. My mom.
We continue with part 2 of our conversation with Indonesia's young star Anthony Sinisuka Ginting as the reigning Victor China Open champion opens up about his growing stature amongst the globe's best.
Jadi dengan adanya saya di top 10 saat ini membuat saya percaya diri kalau saya bisa bersaing dengan musuh-musuh lain, top 10 yang lain yang mungkin akan menjadi persaingan yang sangat ketat buat saya. Mungkin banyak saya lawan, ya first maybe Kento Momota, and then Chow Tianchen, Shiyuchi. Ya mungkin Kento Momota pertama memang saya cukup banyak main lawan dia dan mungkin ya saat ini head to head dia lebih unggul ya, tapi setiap lawan dia pasti ada pertandingan yang seru juga dan sengit juga, dan juga lawan-lawan musuh-musuh yang lain juga sama. Mungkin di China Open I full with lucky, you know, because from the first round I beat Lindan, and then Victor Axelsen, Chen Long, and then Chow Tianchen and Kento Momota, so maybe I can believe what I've been doing there. So ya, nggak nyangka sih bisa juara di China Open kemarin. Apalagi musuh-musuh yang saya lewati itu semua memang musuh-musuh yang berkelas juga, dimana yang setiap saya main dari babak pertama sampai final memang nggak gampang dan nggak mudah, jadi itu sangat berkesan juga buat saya. Tahun depan ada Olimpiade dan pengejaran buat masuk Olimpiade mulai dari tahun ini sampai tahun depan, jadi ada waktu mungkin 1 tahun buat bisa main di Olimpiade. Jadi yang pasti saya masih ada cukup banyak juga yang harus saya improve ya, mungkin dari segi skill, fisik, mental, and then ya how I think in the court. So yeah, I will learn from last year, and then now I will improve myself to get to Olympiad.
What a performance from Anthony Ginting.
The Battle of Basel at the recent Total BWF World Championships 2019 provided the backdrop for some brilliant badminton action. Here are our top 5 picks from St. Jakobshalle.
Oh, good defence. Oi, twice. Don't believe it.
That's well played.
What a shot! He's down on the floor. The second one from the floor. And then he ended up playing the winning shot.
fantastic. Down on the ground, gets back up. Well done. Solid defense. And they come out on top. What a rally. Watch the defense. Approach defense, sits down, right down. Oh my goodness. Gotta love that. Oh my. The backhand, the spin. Oh my goodness. You can't beat that. I love it. Wow. Incredible net shots. Gets on attack at the body. Oh my goodness, he gets that one back. How did I do that? He says. What a lucky break. Watch his racket. Incredible speed. Now, the third match point. What a retrieve right there.
Oh, I don't believe it. First of all, from Sonia Chia, look at that. And the dive from Michelle Lee, and she plays the perfect cross-court net shot. That's amazing control. That is brilliant.
The BWF World Senior Championships is held every 2 years. This is an individual championship featuring men's and women's singles and doubles and mixed doubles event. The 9 age groups are spaced 5 years apart, starting with 35 plus and going up to 75 plus. This year's edition was held in Katowice, Poland in early August. The Onyx BWF World Senior Championships Katowice 2019 was played over 8 days at the Spodek Sports Arena and was the biggest Badminton World Championship event in history, boasting 1,435 players representing 55 nations. The most successful country was Germany with 8.5 gold medals, while England won the most medals in total with 29.5. It turned out to be not only a sporting success, but also an organizational one.
For BWF Council, the most important things was that we have very good localization in the middle of Europe. We have very good infrastructure with great historical venue like we are in Spodek. I think also was important our idea to connect two events, Yonex BWF World Senior Championship and the additional tournament for seniors and kids that is National Badminton Days.
Of all the 7th edition, if I'm not mistaken, this is the biggest number of players have registered. The setup has been great. Players have been very happy about the whole setup. Every organization of their needs have been taken care. So the players are very much happy. All seniors players are happy about to be here and they're looking forward for the next event too. Every year there has been number of increase in the age group, but particularly this year the age of 45 and above has been a huge number of entries. 45, 55, 60 have been an increase in the number of entries. Surprisingly, we introduced the 75 age category, which we have received quite a number of, we didn't expect that, but we have almost about 25 entries in that 75 age category. It was a big surprise to us.
The biggest challenge is the volume and the magnitude of this event. When I said there are almost 1,769 matches, we are playing right from morning 8 o'clock until almost 9, 10 o'clock at night. And this is happening for almost 8 days now, starting from Sunday. So the volume, the number of matches, the number of courts we are using are 12, and we are just finishing at a reasonable time.
In the coming future events, BWF has intend to make it a more of a festival type of event where we have the core group of this event to take place along with all other new categories and new players to come in to take part in this event.
That's it for this episode of Badminton Unlimited. Join us again next week as we recap the action in Taipei. And we find out how well Wang Yiyu and Huang Dongping know each other.
我打算几岁结婚
？32吧。
27。
27，那你快了啊。
In the meantime, remember to log on to bwfworldtour.com for all the latest updates on the HSBC BWF World Tour. See you next week.